Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night and never day. Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hunting for the bread. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm a light mob. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Inexorable Respect of the Aegis. This is our second season that we are at it, and tonight I am your caster and host, Toothy, and I will be joined by Alucard, who I presume is here, if all has gone well up to this point. Did you make it safely, Mr. Alucard? It seems like he has not made it just yet, but we are getting ready to start things up in a little bit. We are just waiting on everyone to take their respective seats and get ready. But while we do have this time on our hands, obviously last night was a great night. We had so much fun with all these games happening. So, needless to say, there was a bit of a message that did do the rounds. So, we have found out from the other side that the Smurfs have put in a request to play the careers for both the teams tonight, as Gargamel has put a spell on the Quentos for them, so it's going to be fun. But the standings after day one would mean that the Inex main team has gone 1-for-1, Metanoia Management has gone 1-for-1, Inexorable Reborn is 1-for-2, and the Smurfs have gone 0-for-2. Devotion and Amazons both are yet to play a game. Then there was also a few awards dished out for last night, and we have a captain that was selected of the night, and the captain for the night was from NX Main, so that would be the captain of Stutter Step. Then there is a Toxic Player Award for the night, which goes to NX Reborn. Marek has gotten that with a little kiss face next to it. Then on the most irritating hero, it was the Witch Doctor, myself, and the award for the GG spammers does go to the Smurfs. And that will be all the information that we do have in regards to last night. We are just trying to make sure that we have everything and everyone ready, as these guys are starting to set up. And I believe that with that big bang coming in, that would be Mr. Alucard, who has woken up.
A dodgy mic, yes.
Oh, what has happened to the mic? Was it the dog or was it the kid?
No. Nah, just dropping it too many times in anger. You know, Dota's an inferior.
Oh, you seem to be having a bit of a dodgy mic, definitely. I do break up a little bit every now and then. But I'm pretty certain it should all be fine very shortly.
Yeah.
Checking with both teams if they are ready. And both teams are ready, so we are going to get into this as the Quentos will go out. And the Quentos will land in favor there of Stutter Step. They seem to have gotten the win there on the Quentos. Mr. Alucard, so regards to these two teams facing off against each other, what
Mm-hmm.
do you think? Would you put a vote
Look,
onto any of this?
to be honest, I've played with Levi, I've played with Baba Yaga, Shadowtrix, all of them. They're very good players. And not to say take any good players we played in first, and we had one hell of a run with him. But my money's definitely on Stutter Step.
I feel violated that you are not rooting there for Devotion. But I do understand you do know them. And obviously, with that Devotion being a new entry next season into the first division. So I don't think it's something you can count out. Maybe they have something up their sleeves that we do not know of just yet.
I mean, I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong. Be amazing a win coming for status for me.
I seem to be losing and then regaining you every now and then.
I don't know if that's my mic actually. It might be the connection.
It is very strange. I'm trying to take a look at it from my side as well. I do not see anything funky just yet. But the game is
Let me try
live.
something quick.
Alright. While he is gone there for a little bit, I'm pretty certain he'll be back very briefly with us. On the rosters
Test test.
tonight, yes, I can hear you again.
There we go.
Okay, now we just hope for the best and I hope that everything punches through nicely
Uh,
with no big issues.
exactly.
As we see there, Shadow Shaman is the first hero to be picked up for Stutter Step, so they're going with something. We just don't know what exactly yet.
Well, Shaman's one of those heroes where he has the highest attack damage out of any hero at level 1. Very, very good harass hero, and he's obviously got the catch, so they're going to be probably looking to pick up something. Juggernaut usually works very well with him, Ursa, the likes. So they've got their options open there.
Oh yes, no, definitely. As we do see that the Pugna does get picked up as well, and then Devotion has gone for the Warlock Mars pickup.
Interesting.
It is a bit interesting. It adds a bit to the combo as well. If you take a look at it with the arena from Mars and the Warlock Golem with Fatal Bonds in between, it can cause quite a bit
That's
of
one.
damage.
It's one of those things that needs to be timed.
Well, Dota does come down to the T when it is in regards to timing because we all have to be very careful on when we throw those spells at them. I mean, you don't want to put out a big nerfing spell in the middle of like a Wyvern ultimate. If it's not going to do anything, then why put it out?
Exactly. Let me reconnect there. I'm having a bit of a connection issue there. Potato PC life.
Oh, the potatoes. But at least they give us vodka.
Exactly. Vodka.
Oh, I just said vodka live on stream, but that's not the end of the world. I'm not talking about drinking it, just saying where it comes from. I'm pretty certain we won't get in trouble for that.
So, coming up, like remember I said to you the jug. Maybe they're looking at picking up something like a CKPL here. Will count. Also the Earthshaker back.
Yes, the Earthshake has been banned out. The Grimstroke's banned out. You know, that's two heroes that do a lot of damage when there's illusions around. And then
Wyvern as well.
yes, and we're not forgetting the fact that there's an Axe as well that's been banned out, and Axe loves that counter helix spin when it comes to an illusion attacking him. For some reason, it just seems to proc more. But Devotion Notes, they're not really focused on worrying about anything illusion based. They're not even banning it out, at
They
the
could
least.
be considering picking one up themselves.
They could be having a smile with this. I mean, we've barely started the last pick phase there. And Wookie, the mid player for Devotion, obviously, there on the drafter seat. He seems to be having fun doing it these days.
Yeah, Wookie. One of his big picks is Kunkka. His Kunkka mid is something to behold.
You have felt the wrath of the Kunka, might I say there at the end of it. Um,
Uh,
but you have also given him a fair share of a Dark Willow.
oh, when I'm allowed to pick it.
When you're allowed to pick it, yes. And that being the other point as well. But it's the same when it comes to Pudge. You know, not even my friends want me to play the Pudge these days. They
Uh,
ban it. So
ooh.
at the end of the day, it's all still about having fun. Although we're playing competitive and we're playing serious, we need to play to have fun as well.
That's it.
As we see here, a nice irritating witch doctor, as I stated earlier apparently. And
I
then an Abaddon.
I'm interested with that Abaddon pick. What I quite like about that is his basic dispel and his ability to heal. So he's being picked up as pos 5 quite often lately. He won't be here more than likely, but so he'll probably be on pos 4. The ability to deny yourself is very useful early, as well as the dispel of the Warlock's heal.
Oh yes, no, definitely. But I do believe that there's still the opportunity of running him as a pos 5 because the Shadow Shaman well, it really can be a bait pick. You can use
Hmm.
it as a position 4 as well, because remember that Shadow Shaman is very, very strong with his last hit damage, as you stated. But when you pair him up with something ridiculous like a Magnus, I mean, the moment Magnus gets that Empower level 2, all you have to do is put it out onto your Shadow Shaman and let him harass to his heart's content as the Kunkka
There's
comes
the
flying out.
Kunkka. So that's my guess so far. That's more than likely a Pugna mid. With
Yeah,
the
more than
Kunkka
likely,
there.
yeah. Or a Necrophos.
Necro. Hmm. Necro and Abba would be a good combo. Very
Yes,
good.
that on the offline is a terrible, terrible lane to go up against. I can agree to that.
Hmm.
But
So much
Kunkka
sustain.
also can be a viable hero for a safe lane as well. It's not that common and it's not as strong as mid, but it's still possible to run him there.
Yeah. So
But
I was speaking to some of the other players, and one of the big reasons Kunkka come back so much in this patch is because of his catch. It's amazing with that X how much the cooldown, how low it is, as well as how far you can throw it out from.
yes, yes, definitely. And when we're talking about how he's coming back within the meta, it seems like the whole meta in the current state as it is revolving around the catch and disable
Mm,
more than where in previous patches we had the push, we had the tri lane, focus, all those things. Now it's all about catching and disabling. You're seeing a lot more
exactly.
rods being picked up, Scythe of Vice, guys are doing their utmost best to save for it or pick up heroes with good disables. Even the decrypt from Pugna, there is a big help in this situation with the Abaddon and the Shadow Shaman running around.
Also, that Pugna being mid, more than likely, it's going to make it a lot tougher for Kunkka to throw his Tidebringer. If he sees it coming, he's just either going to decrep himself or decrep Kunkka, take the last hit, and walk back into safe range.
Yeah, that's going to be a issue with the play, definitely. I can agree on that. But the Wraith King, obviously, once again, definitely in my opinion here, a safe lane farm. So
Hmm.
Statstep will try and get the big farm on him very quickly, see if they can probably get a magnet, a Hand of Midas up on at about 8 minutes, and then push it on from there. As the Vashinas pick up that gyrocopter there for magic, uh, Swakbuki on
So it seems to
the
be a Necro mid.
hmm. So
Shadowtrix
so
is
it
their mid
is.
laner, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Unless
Necro mid.
Levi is more confident on the Pugna and has asked to go mid. Anything is possible
Well,
these days.
yeah, that's the thing, eh? These players all know the heroes in the lane so well.
Yeah,
They're
it's
not
not
confined.
really about what lane you are good at anymore. It's now about the hero that you are proficient in the most, and then you just play him in the lane that he's supposed to go in. But we are getting ready to go underway with this, and it's gonna be one hell of a match. Do you have a prediction for us on who might take it after you see this draft?
So looking at it open-mindedly, yeah, we've got a very good wombo combo coming from Devotion. So we got Kunkka's ulti into a Mars ulti into a Warlock, Witch Doctor, and Gyro. It's really a lot of wombo. At the same time, though, it's a lot to pull off. Um, Solid lineup. They're going to need a lot of farm to get there to come online. Whereas Stutter Step definitely has an early game advantage over them on that. Very strong heroes early game can harass them, and if they keep them under pressure, definitely Stutter Step. And you?
Well, as it would come down to the draft, as you said there, it really is going to depend on who's doing what, who's going where, and what exactly is the main plan. So we will have to see how things pan out, but it does look like there's a bit of a favorite here towards Stutter Step. The draft actually being full equal there, 50% both ways.
So we've got a bit of a skirmish going on here bottom.
Yes, definitely. As it's just a bit of punch out damage. You see that Wookie has also rotated in to come deal some damage.
Let's see if they get the rune top with Baba Yaga. No, they're going to lose it. They're going to take down base. Ah, there we go. Two
Hmm,
each.
2 each, yeah, definitely. Psycho damage is running away here very quickly. But with Kunkka, this is going to be a bit late there towards the mid lane.
It's you know what? It's one thing I've noticed now, especially being in the mid lane. It's not as important to block your lane at the beginning because you can just pull the wave quite efficiently.
Yes, you can pull that lane very efficiently and then just regain the control over the lane, so which is quite nice. But with Shadow Tricks obviously coming in, he does have the ability to negate some of the damage that will come in there from the the Kunkka with the splash, and that Ghost Shot doing a lot of work. As I see,
Also, the Heartstopper aura definitely hurting a strength hero.
oh yes, definitely. It is now more magical focused than it was originally with the HP removal, but it's still a lot of damage that you are dishing out, and he is making use of that with the Death Pulse coming in as well. As you guys can see that he has got that level up onto it.
And the first salve gets used.
Now Wookie definitely going to have to solve up as he does not have the ability to regen mana as quick as HP
Yeah,
as quick as
sufficiently.
Shadow Tricks there. But otherwise nothing aggressive just yet.
Oh, it's very passive games going so far.
These guys are just trying to put out a bit of
Oh,
damage
there
here.
we
Oh,
go.
Wookie's dropping a bit low. That level 2 Death Pulse is hurting him a lot. But Wookie will have that courier
Uh,
come in quickly. Oh,
now they have
he's
him.
dangerously low there,
Oh, he
but he
could have
does
had him.
survive.
That is well done.
Yes, definitely. Well, he is regenerating there in the mid lane. Magic and Vox seem to...
And we see a fight coming at bottom. Oh, and Shadow Shot. Witch Doctor misses the melody.
Yeah, he misses the Maledict, but Psycho damage is dangerously low there as Skystorm is on him, but Unrest will
Oh,
fall
first
there,
blood.
unfortunately, as the first blood does go in favor of Psycho damage. But he will survive it. Just
If we look
barely.
at the current gold, Mars is taking the lead.
Yeah, on the current... Well, Mars has got also 9 last hits to 3 denies there.
Now he's holding on to it. Sorry, I
Shadow
was looking at
Tricks,
the wrong thing.
oh, has
Network.
fallen very low, but himself and Wookie will fall down. And with Wookie getting that kill before Shadow Tricks, and makes Wookie a bit more, as I can say, profitable for Shadow Tricks to get the kill on afterwards.
Exactly. So right now, net worth's looking pretty even. It's between fourth and first, about 100.
Yeah, these guys are still keeping it. I mean, the total net worth is just gone above 250 there.
Yeah.
But the experience is going more in favor of Devotion. So we'll see how they pan it out there. Vox is also a little bit low. Oh, and I did miss that one as the Mars will fall in the bottom lane. Now, Unrest also there in a lot of trouble as Fling Flang and Psycho Damage will chase him down. He's going to try and get out of
And
this,
they
but
should get him.
don't think he's going to
There we
get it,
go.
no.
Double kill. Wraith King. It's very dangerous early when you're getting a Wraith King getting those kills like that. As we saw last night, it's one incredibly powerful hero.
Oh yes, definitely. As Wookie does take down Shadow Trixie in mid, this time he does not pay for it on his own, but he did have to make use of that X marks the spot and the torrent at the same time.
So what I find quite interesting here with the Shaman is he's not bought any stat items to help with the lane. So he's going obviously what a lot of people tend to do with the Shadow Shaman nowadays, pick up one null talisman, and that takes his attack damage up from 81 all the way up 5.
Yeah, it does tend to help a lot with the damage, but he's had to work out of all his regen and his passive items, and he only has that boots available now, but he's going to be working into a... Oh,
We get a kill top. Well done, Baba Yaga.
yeah, very smart players they have done there. Very good
Yeah.
warding by both teams as well at the same time. I'm seeing some very strange ping spikes on my side for some weird reason.
Apparently, we've got a bit of an issue with the stream. It's stuck on the streamer's starting screen, according to Mr. Kinghorn.
Okay, we will take a look into that just now. It should not be, it's not supposed to be. But I do apologize. I have alt tabbed and switched it out, so my apologies. We are getting a massive influx of spikes here, so this weather is not being kind at all at the moment. It seems like that the wind's blowing out the signal there as Wookie uses the X mark to spot Torrent and the boat. The ghost shot is there to help Shadowtrix regen some HP, but Wookie is trying to get some damage out. It's not gonna be enough. As there's a gank here on top as well. With Baba Yaga falling dangerously low, he does get the chance to deny himself just barely there.
And there's the ulti. And that's very painful for the Kunkka. 41-second respawn time.
Yes, he is gonna pay for that dearly with his life as he was taken down there by Shadowtrix in mid.
That's the big effectiveness on a Kunkka is on a Necro. You put that Reaper Scythe on, and that added respawn time makes such a difference on the amount of farm you take in and XP.
Oh yes, definitely. It also comes down to the fact of how well these guys are planning out. They're working very smartly there with when the right time is to go on someone and how to try and do as much damage as they possibly can. As Levi is getting ganked on here, but just also being followed on there by Baba Yaga.
I
Just
think they could turn
dispersing the crowd. Unrest is there. He's being scouted out here in the tree line. So they will catch up to him, but there's no stun to hold him down. Unfortunately, for some weird reason, I do understand, guys, that you are having trouble with watching the stream. Also having trouble for me just to spectate it for some odd reason, as we do see that Baba Yaga gets lasted onto Unrest, and then Fling Flang is chasing very close behind. We've got that double damage in the bottom lane, as Magic will just barely take down Baba Yaga, very dangerously low, as Vox is also trying to retreat here from the damage that Levi is putting out.
Oh, and he just misses.
He just misses. Oh, there's a good stun. And the Maledicts is there onto Levi, but there's no damage force out onto him, so he will be able to survive this very easily.
So one thing that's making quite a big comeback again is the Ring of Basilisk, and the reason for this is plus 8 damage. It's pretty decent for like what you're paying for the item, but it's that mana regen and armor that is so effective in the early lane in the early laning stage,
Yes,
especially
no,
for a hero
definitely.
that's quite mana dependent.
Obviously, Mars, that's not a mana dependent hero, will not have any issues with no regeneration on his mana as much, but he does use a bit of mana when it comes to his spells. But I think you would also agree with favoring the Soul Ring in a situation like that a bit more.
Oh yeah, definitely. And here comes a gank on Levi top.
And they're ganking top as well as bot at the same time as Levi will go down to the hand of Vox. Oh, and now Baba Yaga is going to feel some damage there as...
Himself, and there you go.
Oh, very well played there with the self-deny. And now Skystorm also in a bit of danger here. Psycho Damage trying to chase him from behind, but the skewer is there and it will keep him away with that spear. A very
And we see
useful
3
trick.
coming mid.
Oh yes, they are trying to get
just
onto
not enough.
Wookie.
Yeah, the Kunkka attack speed, movement speed is very big with the phase boots. Not gonna catch him easily.
No, and those two braces are also helping him to tank up quite a bit.
Okay, so we got a smoke coming
Yes,
on his own top.
oh, the camera is running away. These ping spikes are making it even harder to control the camera than it is just to watch the game.
Okay, and here comes a gank, and he
Unfortunately,
should fall.
Magic is still trying to run away there. He's in the tree line, but he's running away there from Baba Yaga and Fling
he
Flang
gets
at the same
out.
time. Oh, and there
there
is the
goes out.
arena coming in, and now Magic will do as much damage as it possibly can.
Might just get
Tiptoeing
this.
around there. Oh, he does
There you
get
go,
the
well
ultimate
done.
off,
Oh,
and
and
it
he
will
falls for the
land.
shot there.
Yes, he does get it.
It's not a great trade-off. The only advantage coming out there is the psycho damage is on his own.
Well, that does help Psycho a bit, all that free farm that he has.
And we've got a life drain possibility here for the Pugna. Okay. So now one of the things I would recommend, yeah, so the Kunkka's going for Armlet, very necessary item in this lineup, especially because of the sustain they have. He's lacking a bit of armor and
Oh,
regen right now.
sorry, as Baba Yaga does get the chance to take down Unrest there.
Nice.
Very quick work of him that they made there.
So yeah, he needs the regen, especially against the Necro as well now, who's got that Heart Stopper aura and that Reaper Scythe. So that armor just makes it a little bit more difficult for that Reaper Scythe to make the killing blow.
Yes, obviously, if, with the proper timing, it really does help quite a bit. As Voxer, he's only level 5, is coming in close in the tree line. Trying to see where he can help out Magic, but he's gonna get scouted out
Comes
and
top.
pushed back.
Ooh, big
Oh, he
fight.
did hit the level 6 there just in time as the Golem will come down onto Baba Yaga. He's gonna run through on the other side. Now Magic will have to do a lot of damage as the Melodic Tick is still there onto Baba Yaga, but he might actually just survive this.
He'll probably get the dime himself again.
Oh,
Oh,
unfortunately not getting that chance to deny himself. And there, now the boat comes in, but it is a miss unfortunately. But the Witch Doctor ult and the stun is there. Levi will also take a lot of damage from that ward.
still got a magic wand though. Can survive it.
But he's running straight
He's
into
gonna hold
Vox's
on to it.
Golem.
5 seconds on his life steal.
He had to use that ward. And now, oh, there's the Reaper Scythe
And
coming
he
straight
gets
in
it.
onto Vox. But
As
it will
much damage out as he can.
unfortunately cost Levi there. And now Shadow Trick's also in a lot of danger as Magic's coming in to do damage. Oh, there's the Ghost Ride coming in. Now Magic is in a lot of danger as well as Mr. Unrest there, who does get held up there by the Shadow Shaman. But now Shadow Shaman is being turned on. Psycho damage does get a dominating spree onto the Kunkka.
And if
And
we
he's,
look at the current net worth, mid laner and safe laner for Starter Step taking the lead there.
yes, definitely they've taken quite a bit of a lead. Oh, and now Vox does feel the life drain there from Levi. As Levi is making his way into this mid lane to take as much damage to that tower that he can possibly dish out. And the guys from Status Step Ball really working well onto focusing what they need to focus on and forcing the game into their hand.
Exactly. And yeah, comes a big ulti. Mars
Oh,
catches all.
yeah,
Oh,
that's 4 of them into the boat and into the arena with a Witch Doctor ult right into the middle of it. And now, unfortunately, the Spear does push them out, and it's just Psycho damage that survives there as Mars will go down to the Mass Serpent Ward. But Psycho damage will go down, and unfortunately, that is a 4-man wipe in the favor of Devotion, who only loses the Mars.
that's very well played. That's that combo we were talking about in the beginning of the game, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah, it really does come down to the T when it's on the execute. You really have to focus into getting that done perfectly. If it not done perfectly, then you're not going to get anywhere with it. Kunkka now working very hard. He's got that armlet on. And it seems like he's going straight into that Heart of Tarask.
So yeah, he just needs as much HP as he can. So the idea behind Kunkka, a lot of the people remember they used to go the Radiance build on him, and that was purely for sustain, the amounts he could push out.
Yes, and now, oh, he is dishing out a lot of damage towards Psycho damage. Oh no, the boat is there as well.
And he misses the boat.
He was stunned up there, unfortunately. Oh, Wookie in trouble
Uh,
there as the lifetime has
double.
come in. But there's Vox with the Golem and the heal onto him again. Now Baba Yaga is going to try and get that last hit, but he just will not get it off. As Baba Yaga has to run away from Magic. He's going to get chased down here. And Magic will dish out all the damage he possibly can. As you do see there, that Wookie does get the teleport out. And now Vox will use that golem to try and push this mid lane as hard as he possibly can.
And they should take mid lane.
That's a definite mid. Levi also dropped down very low. He's got that Aether lens on himself now, so he is slowly getting to a point where he can do something. Wookie coming in again, but the Mass Imprint Ward is down, and he just misses the initiation there with the Torrent, and they will very quickly take down this Mass Imprint Ward before the tower gets lost.
Yeah, they see that tower's gone down quite a bit, 7% HP. They're not looking to deny it though, they'll rather keep it up. Maybe bait out a fight there, get a kill under the tower while it's still alive.
Yeah, obviously the fortification can also be used in a sense there to try and keep the tower alive and dish out as much damage as possible. But especially with this new addition on the fortification that comes in on the
Oh,
towers.
we see Magic in trouble, yeah.
Now he is trying very hard to run away there from Levi and Baba Yaga. And Fling
He's
closely
losing
behind.
speed.
Oh, he doesn't even run that far just to get the teleportation out as the bottom tier 1 is about to fall here.
Sometimes haste is the best thing to do.
Yeah, without haste you will only lay waste, as finally Chatrix does get the tower on top. That tier 2 will fall. And now Kunkka tipping straight out into the open. Chatrix is there on the
Got
side.
double damage there.
Yeah, he has that double damage. Oh, there's the X marks the spot with the torrent. He's not going to use the boat just yet because they are most probably trying to wait and see if they can get that Mars to come in with the arena once again. But there's the X marks the spot with the boat coming through.
Oh,
But
and here's that
he
combo.
was stunned up. But there is the combo again. And they are inside the arena. And now Shadowtrix is going to fall dangerously low. The Witch Doctor stun will come out and they will get him. And that is a 1-for-3 trade again. Somehow Devotion is just turning these fights around for themselves. Magic
It's a brilliant draft.
yes, and Magic gets the chance to farm, and then when he's not farming, he's chasing after Baba Yaga. Although it does not seem like high net worth, that is still experience and gold that's going in his favor, and it's boosting him.
Well, that net worth chart has just turned from 2 greens to 2.
Yes, it went from 2 greens straight into 2 reds, and I mean, it's not a big net worth lead that we have at the moment just yet. It's very, very little. They're in the favor of Step as they are seeming to be losing some of that. And then the experience is still way in favor. That's about 3,000 there in favor of the guys of Devotion. And that win probability has also dipped from 75% down to now just a mere 18% in the favor of Step at the moment.
So we see as well Magic 6 for 0. Very impressive. Not been able to kill him yet.
Yeah, somehow I don't know how he's getting it off. He's not dying, but he's definitely getting the kills. And he's been dangerously low a few times.
Oh, we see Shadow in a bit of a bad position here.
Yes,
He
there.
throws the ulti off the bat. Oh, he gets it.
He does get the Kunkka, but Vox is there with a return. And the Witch Doctor ult, which is missing unfortunately. Magic is there as well to bring down some damage, and now Psycho damage is there. They're going to try and take down this Mars, because that is what's causing the problem. But he's using that arena defensively, which is very smart use, because it also blocks back the entire team for a little bit. Just to grant those extra seconds. So now it's just a matter of defending until that Kunkka is back.
You also got to remember now all those ultis are down as well. We got 45 seconds on the Death Ward. We got 60 seconds on Arena, and 130 seconds on Chaotic Offering.
Yes, and Step unfortunately is left with 4 ultimates. Technically 3, as the Wraith King's ultimate is just a respawn for him. It's a technical passive, as we can call it. Yes.
Yeah.
It does look like they're making their way towards the big uncle. Yeah.
Oh,
They
Mr.
all,
Roshan, how are you tonight?
yeah, they did all smoke up, but I believe that there might be, there was a scan that came out and some pings. So maybe, just maybe, Wookie was on top of this and he did scout it out, or he's pretending to be blind. But the rest of the Devotion is wrapping in here. They do not have the
They're
ultimates
looking
though.
around, and here comes a big fight.
A big fight is definitely coming as the Witch Doctor will also be coming in. There is the ultimate coming in, the cooldown from Magic, and he's gonna
Oh,
try and
yes.
dish out with the arena blocking in three guys there. Skystorm in a lot of damage, but it's also forcing out the Massive and Wars to come down. Oh, Vox running through that, and he's taking a lot of damage as
Oh,
well. The Wraith King
Psycho
has
takes it.
gone down. He's taken down,
They want
and
that
the rest as
gyro.
well. They want him definitely, yes, and he's going to try and run away. The buyback is there on Vox though. He will come in to try and save Magic because that is a lot of gold. And Buki has also bought back, but he does not have the teleport to come in just yet, so he will have to do the run work. But that is a slowdown on the Roche. I do not think they will continue contesting this. Magic is there in the area, but Roshan is falling down very quickly. Oh, and the counter initiation right after Roche goes down is definitely there. Magic dishing out a lot of
Oh,
damage,
there
but
it
he's gonna
goes.
fall, unfortunately.
70-second respawn,
And that is a
Aina.
long one, yes. He does have, just barely though, but he does have that money for the buyback, so he's just trying to hold it back, not forcing it out just yet.
And the net worth swung back in the favor of one bad fight's all it takes, eh?
Yeah, one. Well, you can call it a bad fight or you can call it a lucky fight. But now, oh, Levi almost going down there, and he
Oh,
does.
timing.
Very smart plays that we are seeing here coming in. So these guys are definitely trying to ensure that not a lot of damage goes through Shadow Tricks with that Lotus Orb. Doing as much saving as he possibly can as well at the same time. Oh, there's a Ghost Shroud onto Shadow Tricks. And an X marks the spot with a Torrent just to force out the Lotus Orb. But it's a very short cooldown.
So we got a 6k net worth now on the Radiant side, and we see Shadow Tricks looking to get the Aghanim.
Yeah, he is looking straight into that. But now, firstly, there,
Here comes the combo.
it's the combo again. We see that Vox is there with his ultimate. Skystorm doing as much damage as well, blocking them in with the arena. But
And
they are a
Psycho
bit
doesn't care.
behind now. The Kunkka boat will come through with the Torrent and the X marks the spot, and they're trying to push out Shadow Tricks. The Wraith King has fallen, so Psycho damage has gone down, but no one else has fallen just yet. Psycho damage is taking a lot of damage, to be honest. There, the X marks the spot is there with the Torrent. Oh, Wookie just
Oh,
barely
yeah,
not getting
gone.
it, and Shadow Tricks is chasing right after Vox again, but there's a rocket onto Psycho damage, and this is going to be the tier 3 just barely in favor of Stutter Step, as
And they're
Vox
at
will
full.
feel it. Yeah, and Fling
They could
Fang,
actually carry on going here. Oh, they're backing.
yes. Oh, Fling Fang did use that Ether Shock just to get the last hit off onto poor Vox.
Shrines.
Shrines are also important, especially when it comes to the point. Although they have already taken Roche, it's good to have that aggressive um, wooding areas available and also positioning areas
Well,
available.
that and the TP point's not available anymore. So if you've got the gyro farming this area, his team will have to run all the way to him to give him help.
Yes, no, definitely.
On the bottom half, if you got that there, you can't TP to the secret shop and back, or and walk back. You got to run all the way there, run all the way back. Just makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yes, no, definitely. Magic here, who's done a lot on the farm. He's not indicating to us just yet what he will be looking at going forward.
He's definitely needs a BKB.
I hope he definitely does get it. It's going to be worthwhile for him to definitely have that VKB.
The only thing I can fault him on here, and obviously, I mean, I don't know what's going through his mind, but the Sanjin Yasha, Questionable pick. The big build on him right now is phase boots, drums, and straight ags. Makes farming incredible, and also in team fights, because thereafter you can go Maelstrom, and you have the additional proc chance.
Yes, you do have that additional proc chance. It is a bit of a extra damage that.
Also, the stats now with the new Aghanims is just really great. And
Yes,
we see
yes, yes,
Levi
yes.
in trouble.
Yeah, as he is trying to get away here. Magic obviously teleporting out immediately. Levi saving himself.
Oh, and he saves it.
Wookie is in the biggest amount of trouble as he could be. Oh,
And he is gone.
he is definitely gone.
100
Unrest did
seconds.
try and get him there, or at least help, but Levi is running very closely there with him. And there's not going to be a single teleport. He's healing himself, and that just hurts himself more.
That 8 legs on a Pugna is very effective, eh?
Yes, that extra casting range is. I don't know whether you should call it naughty, but it's definitely terrible, terrible to go up against. So
Basically gives his ulti over 1,000 cast range.
I don't know if you want to face up against that because that means you really have to run for it. It really does help to force you out of the fight, essentially. That's one thing for certain.
And we see the Aegis falling now.
Yeah, the
And
Aegis will
push.
slowly go down, unfortunately. But this might be the last push here that Stutter Step is putting in. Oh, you nearly destroyed my ears there. But it doesn't look like there's much that Devotion can do. Oh, there we see the arena from the mods coming in and they are stunning up there. And now
Bye
it's.
bye, Witch Doctor.
Yes, definitely.
It's what I wish I could have done to you last night.
Come on, don't hate me that much. That's not that bad. Oh, Psycho Damage just get the stun there onto Magic and now he's gonna get chased
Magic's
down.
in trouble.
Magic's in deep trouble. Oh, there's a Melodic to go onto Psycho Damage as well. And I do believe he does have that ultimate available, so he's not gonna fall down just yet. Oh, but the X
Lots
marked
of
the
heals
spot
as well.
onto Shadow Tricks, and there we will see the Tron coming in as well. Skystorm being drained here by Levi from a big distance. Oh, the stun from the Witch Doctor is just causing havoc onto Psycho Damage. He's trying to actually heal up. There's the Golem coming in from Vox. It does take down the Wraith King, and now he's going to have to retreat as well. With Baba Yaga closely on his tail. Oh, the X marks the spot is out again with the Torrent, but
And there goes Wookie.
Wookie was unfortunately stunned up there, and he does not get the combo off. Unrest is still putting out a lot of damage there with his Melodic that's going off. But there's no big ults to fight with, nothing to defend hard with. And unfortunately, it's a 5-on-4 situation for Stutter Step here as they are focusing in onto this last tier 3.
Don't know what was going through Psychic Damage's head. Take tower maybe.
Well, he's
Who knows?
definitely crazy, but he will fall as Magic does get a kill there as well. And now there's a bit of a return, but the Witch Doctor's in trouble. Oh, Levi nearly taking him down, but he will get that
And
last hit there.
double.
And what's making it even worse is the Fatal Bonds has been
Triple.
returned there as Levi picks up that triple kill.
And that should be GG.
Not just yet. There's two buybacks, one coming in from Magic and one from Vox. They want to fight hard, and Magic is there, coming in
I
to
gotta
deal
commend them for
damage.
that.
Yes, they are definitely. They're giving it their all, fighting hard, trying to see where they can get within this match. You know, the big saying is always it's never over until it's over. And now it's just Levi who's trying to stay alive. And a buyback there from Baba Yaga coming in.
And the vision gives Levi away.
Oh yes, 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 yes. He will fall into grave danger here.
Oh, the
As Magic is
turret.
going down, yeah. He's not gonna.
Never chase.
He's gonna get in trouble, and then once he pushes, unfortunately, it's not good for him. and Baba Yaga will come in and do all that proper damage to the last bit of Rex that is available. And now Levi will join up with him, and Wookie in grave danger. There's the BKB coming through. The X marks the spot with the boat coming in, and that is going to be the end of Levi, as Wookie does get
Oh,
the 4 kill, or the dominating streak to go down on him. Psycho damage once again there, who's also doing a lot of damage. He does have the ultimate available, so Wookie will be in grave. Oh, he goes down. He just toggles out wrong on the omelet there, and now it's just stun after stun that will be coming in to try and focus down psycho damage. With Baba Yagas there as well as Fling Flang. So they are putting out the
okay.
full crowd control onto these guys, and now it's just Skystorm who's the last man available, and he will stand in the midst of this, of which I can most definitely say is gonna be GG in the favor of Step. We do
There
see there
comes the
that
GG.
Vox has called the GG well played, giving it to Step, and a really, really well played by both teams. And then I'm gonna be right back with you in just a second. Quickly gonna go grab the guys for the interviews, and then we'll be right back with you, Alucard.
Let's go.
Alright, and we are back, and I'm now joined here by Shadowtrix and Vox. The guys from the respective teams. Vox obviously coming in from Metanoia Devotion, and then Shadowtrix from Step, the Inexorable main team. How's it, guys?
How's it?
Hi boys.
All right. Well, that was really it was a it was a really good game to watch and to cast from my point of view.
I'm glad you liked it.
It was quite up and down, wouldn't you say there?
No, we had so much fun up until the very end, and then everybody was like, boys, bite back, just do it. Just go. I mean, everybody just bought back out of nowhere. It was so much fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. We wanted to do something else, and I think the drafter knew exactly what we wanted to try and do, and he banned out all of the pushing errors. So we went
Yeah,
out to opt other things.
we initially we didn't actually expect the high pace game, to be honest. And then we saw the
that's how we
shaman and
roll.
lava, and we're like,
You're like,
Ah.
shit.
yes. We
Well-
had to start adjusting.
Yeah, Vox, give me a run through of the game there that you guys had. It seemed like Magic was having one hell of a game.
Initially, I think the laning stage was good for Jara. He got out of the laning stage quite good, but the problem was later they just hit their timing when couldn't stop them hard enough. We did well at the beginning, the first 16, 17 minutes, but they really hit their timing when they were 20s, at 20 minutes. And the Necro bought the Lotus Orb, which caught us off.
Yeah, that was a good buy there by the
That,
Necrophos.
yeah, that
Thank you,
was
thank
a
you,
good
thank you.
Bad
Boys, I just
Necrophos.
want-
Sis.
Yeah, sis, dude. I'm a Necrophos, Venom, and Pugna player. I like all things green, including plus 25, gents. I just want to say, don't let your memes be dreams. Like, honestly, just do what you like. And then thoroughly enjoy the tournament, because that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
similar,
definitely. That's
similar.
that's what it's all about. And I do want to say thank you to both of you guys for coming through. It was
Most
once again, it
appreciated.
was a really great
Sure.
game to cast and to watch. We really do
Oh, I
appreciate.
thoroughly enjoyed it too.
All right, thanks, guys.
Shout out to my boy Sean, wherever he is. I'll
Yeah.
get him after game. Catch me outside, fam.
Yeah, you guys can catch each other there by Bayside.
Thank you so much for having us, dude. I appreciate it.
No, not a problem.
Cheers to
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers, guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna have a quick intermission here before the next game starts, and also a very quick restart there on the stream. So we will be right back at it with you guys in just a little bit.
don't want your empathy. I just want another enemy. I'm not gonna change a thing for you. I'm over middle ground, and I really wanna burn it down. I'm not your friend, and I won't pretend I am. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. Baby, get lost in this moment, burning bright. So darling, please don't mind. I fell in love maybe once or twice, but you look so fine. You are the sunshine in my life. Will you come over to my place at 9? You are the sunshine in my life. Will you come over to my place at 9? At 9, 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 at 9.
Welcome aboard this British Airways flight to London.
And relax. Even a true style with British Airways. Tap now to book your tickets.
slow down. You've been playing games. You don't pick up the phone now when you know I'm never home now. Tell me when am I gonna see you? 'Cause I've been missing your body right beside me. Tell me when am I gonna see you? You've been driving me crazy. I can't take this. All I wanna do
Okay, guys, it does seem like Amazon's is not coming through, so we have no idea on what is happening. Thus, unfortunately, we will be ending the stream for the night, and we will not have a second or a third game for the night. With that, I, Toothy, will bid you a farewell, and have a good evening.